If you've been struggling with your tennis grips and it just doesn't feel right when you're striking the ball, in today's video I'm going to give you some tips so you can start improving your grips and improving your tennis game. Hey guys, my name is Ivan and welcome to my channel Ivan Rashkov Tennis, where you can learn all about tennis. As I said in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can learn to hold the grips. So I would like to give you 3 tips how you can improve that. Before I start, I want to tell you that having a good grip requires holding your racket with the upper and lower part of the hand very well so it feels completely on the grip when you're hitting the ball. In that way, you're gonna have the racket and your contact is gonna become much stronger when you hit your shots. The first tip I would like to give you is number your grips. The grip has 8 parts and you can simply write down numbers. The frame, when it points to the sky, this is where you label number 1. The next angle is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This makes it extremely easy and helpful so at any time you can go and adjust your grips so you can make sure you're holding it the right way. Tip number 2, find your knuckle index on your hand and use it as a reference point to move it on those numbers. So before I go to tip number 3, let me show you how this is done. Let's start with a forehand shot. I find my knuckle index and I place it on between 3 and 4 on that line here where I adjust my forehand grip. This is where I personally feel in my case is the best when I hold the grip, as I feel my lower part is really also very strong on the grip. You might also want to hold your grip on number 4 with the knuckle, but just make sure that the lower part of the hand is completely on the grip and when you push the racket back doesn't have space in between, because it means that maybe you're not holding the grip so well. For the backhand grip, 2 hands backhand, you want to make sure that your knuckle index is between 1 and 2 on that corner, as this gives me a right contact for my ball. And then the left hand is on between 6 and 7 with the knuckle, as this really helps again the whole hand to lay on the grip. And you can see my contact is already prepared to strike the ball. If my grip is a little bit off, now the strings point up and I have to twist my wrists, which makes things more complicated. So I advise you just to hold the racket on the right numbers, and in this way your contact point is prepared. For one hand backhand is the same. The right hand is on between 1 and 2 on the grip, maybe with slight adjustment on the lower part so you can make sure your whole hand is laying on the grip. For the serve, you want your knuckle to be on number 2 and the lower part of the hand is more like between 1 and 2, and in this way we can really feel the whole hand on the grip. The grips for volleys, you have your knuckle on number 2, placed on number 2. The lower part also feels on number 2. For volley forehand, when you turn, you of course twist your wrist so you can get that nice angle and nice contact prepared. The same grip goes for backhand volley. The knuckle is on number 2 and the lower part as well, maybe with a little adjustment on the lower hand so you can make sure it feels completely on the grip. And again from there we just hit the ball with the right contact. Overhead, the same, the racket on number, just like the serve, maybe with a little bit adjustment on the lower part of the hand. For slice, again, the knuckle is on number 2 and the lower part also 2. Maybe you can just adjust it for yourself so you can really feel you're holding the whole grip and your whole hand again lays on the grip. So these reference points can really help you at any moment make sure that you're holding the racket the right way so you can really strike the ball well. And the last tip I want to give you is practice. There is a very simple way of practicing your grips. And this is when you hold your racket for forehand, simply catch with the left hand, like for the backhand grip. We talked about left hand backhand grip, and now let your right hand off and start switching your wrist. Now loosen up your right hand while on the grip and then keep changing your wrist. In that way you can see how I'm rotating and changing forehand to backhand, forehand to backhand. When you have one hand backhand, you can do the same from the throw. Just keep changing. So those are my tips today, and I hope they can really help you to to make things easier for you on the court. And I'm gonna see you in my next video where I'm going to give you some basic tips for your forehand stroke. See you guys in my next video. I'm Ivan, take care.